Wonder why that's not going. Hello? Oh, there we go. We're just... Okay, there's... Hello, everybody. We have a big lag. Lag. Been a minute. I missed you guys. It's been... since Saturday. I can never misbehave again. You're gonna hear some noises behind the scenes. Tom is doing important work over there. He is filling our medicine. And if he doesn't, then I forget to take him. I cannot be trusted filling my own medicine bottles. Is anybody else like that? So, we are going to work on the sage today. Sunday, while I was slack-a-lacking, Tom kicked rear end, and he got a lot of stuff done. So, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to... Ooh. That looks like... Okay, so if we get this far done, we're gonna get up here too, because that looks like a lot of fun. So... Whoopsie. How is this week gone? Is anybody else? Hi, Verlin. Has anybody else discovered that this world is going cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs right now? And I have, as usual, been very guarded when things are crazy. I get very guarded with what I watch. And we have the worst angle. What in the... Oh, hopefully editor's not watching. He's gonna be gnawing it. He's gonna be gnawing through the screen going, Aunt Jill.
That was on me, because I moved everything.
Yeah, while I was gone, while I was away, he moved stuff. But that's okay. He was making it comfortable for him, and he was doing the heavy lifting, so he is all is forgiven. Anyway, I hadn't been sleeping great until this morning. Or until last night. Last night, I finally got sleep. My body just said, nope, lady. There's too much chaos in the world right now. You're getting overstimulated. We're going to have you take a nap. So I slept for, not total, I took a break to eat. But last night I fell asleep probably like at 10. And I slept until 6, well, a little bit before 6. And then I filled my tummy with some cereal and a muffin. And then I went back to sleep. And the alarm woke me up at 11. So your girl is very, very well rested. And so I woke up to watching my sumo wrestling. That is the new thing. That, Tom, will you agree that the sumo wrestling... Well, okay, Priscilla, you're going to put... Okay, she's going to put her 2 cents in it, too. Priscilla, do you find that the sumo wrestling is cool? I guess so. She laid down in my spot. So, woke up to that. And there's 2 channels that this stable does. Their food, because they're foodies, obviously. And then the actual practices and stuff and competitions and stuff. I find Japanese culture very interesting. I need a Kleenex. Yes, I will get to the reason why I need a Kleenex in a minute. Thank you. I'm not gonna blow my nose. I gotta clean up on aisle 1 and 2. So, okay. When it's funny how things are. When things get overwhelming for me, like the crazy thing I did this week gets overwhelming. I somehow my brain, my heart goes to 2 things. Either the mountains or Japan. And I have been watching Japan a lot. So on the one channel, you show them how they cook their food, they eat it. So it's like you get to learn. They're teaching you how to make stuff too. It's very fascinating. And then you see from ages 3, 24. I have yet to see anything over 23. Because I think it's just because of how hard it is on your body. The youngest one is 15. I have a hard time with all their names. So I have lovingly nicknamed them the closest thing I can get. And so there's a new one. New boy in town. He's of age. He is, And this boy, he's going to sumo college. And he has grown. Height, weight, just like overnight growth spurt. And I'm like, dang, this boy can keep up with the olders. I'm like, wow, he's going to be something. He is going to be something. But it seems like every time things gets a little cuckoo crazy. Or Cocoa Puffs, yes. I do love a little chaos and hilarity. But, sometimes you just gotta relax. You just gotta look at things a little bit more peaceful. And yet I choose sumo wrestling, which is a bunch of half-naked guys attacking each other. I never said I made sense. But watching the discipline, because I was in karate, and watching martial arts and discipline and culture and stuff, I understand. And so watching these guys and seeing their personalities off of the ring and in the ring, completely different. So it's like watching sumo Big Brother, just peaceful. There's no chaos. Everybody likes each other and respects each other. So a Japanese sumo Big Brother. So I've been watching that, and I woke up to that this morning, and I'm like, I've had like 15 hours. I've not talked much, because obviously, as you guys heard, don't have much of a voice. Well, it's pretty much back. I've pretty much healed the soda drama. Learned that I don't really, doctors are right. I shouldn't drink soda and eat cinnamon gummy bears. So, yeah. So, that's And I didn't even drink or eat a lot. It's just, it happened. So I know now I can't do that. But, got sleep. Well, last 2 days, very overwhelming because, there's a lot going on in the world. And it's stressful and it's scary, and I'm like, you know what? I need to have something a little bit more peaceful today. So we're not, if you've come for chaos and hilarity, that Jill is on vacation. We're gonna have a more laid back, calming, breathe in, breathe out kind of a day. So if you are here for chaos and hilarity, sorry, but maybe you will like the calm Jill too. So I've watched a lot of sumo. I'm going to try not to address the things that are overwhelming because I think we need to have a break, even if it's just a couple hours. We need a break from what's going on in on, you know, TV land. You can go peep it out if you want, but it's not good. So hi Carrie. So we're just gonna have a calm, peaceful kind of day. We're just gonna chill. So when you find that times are hard, you're stressed. This week has been stressed. Oh, and also too, I need to tell you guys now. Friday I will not be going live. I've got to go to a funeral. And it's from 11 to 2, and then after all of that. So it's right in the middle of the time that I'm going to be recording. So, sorry. This week is like a lot of Jill's not around. And you guys got a vacation from me. Because trust me, what I was going through wasn't fun. Trying to heal a very burnt throat. So when the doctors tell you to do something and to avoid this and do this, because this will happen, A plus B does equal C, in a burnt from the back of my teeth all the way down to that I could feel past the hole in my throat was just on fire. It felt like I was literally burnt. It felt like a really bad sunburn. So yes. So this time the girl, well, when the doctor says, don't do this, yes, sir, and or ma'am. So yes. Pop is definitely, and I didn't even drink a whole lot of it. I only drank of like less than half of a bottle in 2 days, and it still did it. And maybe 5 gummy bears. Yes, no cinnamon gummy bears. But so not being able to talk also helped. It made me have to shut up. So watched a lot of sumo. Where do you guys like to go when you're having a just no. What do you do? Do you watch your favorite thing on YouTube? Do you listen to music? Do you bake? What? Sorry about the noise in the background. Promise filling medicines, which are very much needed. What do you guys like to do? What is your sanctuary when you just want to get away and shut everything off? I'm curious. before, I haven't even really looked at regular news. Other than what I was reading on the computer as I was trying to hook up everything. Where do you go? Where do you find peace and comfort? I'm curious. Mine is music. Tennessee. You watch TV or listen to music on your phone? Okay. Okay, Carrie, what music do you listen to when you just need a break? What is your music of choice? Because I'm curious. You know, I'm curious what people do. Because I usually have country, Reba. Okay. Because I have an odd list of, well, it's like, listen to music and craft. You like spa music when you're stressed out. I love spa music. With me, depending on where I am in the whole process of the stress. If I'm just sick of it, I will listen to like Five Finger Death Punch or more like a heavier music when I just gotta you know, I have to get it out. So I'll listen to a stronger music or a music that's just kind of like giving you the middle finger kind of thing. Oh, stress, screw you. Here's a middle finger music. I listen to that. And then once I get that initial grr out, then depending on what is stressing me, it could either be Christopher Cross, America, the Turtles, pretty much anything British invasion because I love British as well. That kind of stuff. Bee Gees, you know. Or I'll find a song that I don't know much about and I will listen to it and chew on the lyrics for a bit. Usually music is what kind of starts me in the direction that I need to go. Lists, you know, like watching Benny Hill or a comedian or something. And then I like cooking shows, watching Japanese culture. Yeah. Because I've got some ladies that I watch that you go behind their scenes and the life and where they work and everything in Japan, and it's very fascinating. So yeah, I like that kind of stuff. And then I usually sleep, get my brain in a good place. And then there's days like today, you know, I had my good sleep, now I'm in reflection mode. What? You know? I usually will, like I was listening to America before I came on. I went through that desert on a horse with no name. So yeah. And I'm like, okay, I wonder what other people do. So maybe this could be a good stream, a good day to talk about. What do people do? Never know. I might find a new idea to relax. You guys could too. So yeah. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Yeah. And what is today? Tuesday? Wednesday? What is today? I don't even know. I don't even know what today is, to be honest with you. Tom goes back to work on Thursday, which I think is, I don't know. So yeah, he goes back to work. He's been off of work for a little while, and I'm like, wonder what it's gonna be when he goes back to work. It's gonna be so quiet. It's Tuesday? Okay. So he has another whole day. His nose is doing okay. He tried to put the CPAP on, but it dried his nose out a little bit too much, so. So, oh, he's back in bed. I gotta take this. I can't take my sweater off. I'm in layers. Because I didn't know, how long I've been diamond painting, and it's only like 50, oops, sorry guys. It's only like 58 degrees in the room. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, crafts is pretty awesome. My only thing is I really can't take diamond painting to bed because it would be total disaster. So when it's cold in the room, it's kind of hard to diamond paint. Hi, Sam. Oh, I've missed you. I've missed you guys a whole lot. Oh my goodness, I dropped a pen and it's way over there. I know. I don't feel like picking it up, but I gotta pick it up, so I guess I'll pick it up. So yeah. We are having a quiet... Shit! Sorry guys. Cuss, I dropped it.
I'm trying to get up.
That's one thing that's bad. I spelled my topic. Well, hi guys. Hello, I'm back. Anytime I bump anything,
Well, this thing.
I lose sound every time. What?
Well, I didn't move this.
Well, I need this. Don't, because I'm short. I gotta be able to see. I know you want to be helpful, sir, but I'm short.
I'm used to.
This isn't your side.
No,
That's your side.
I'm just used to laying in bed reading comments.
Well, no, you fall asleep. Don't hover. You don't have to hover. Because when I'm alone and you're at work, I find without you here. I got short. See, he forgets I have T-Rex arms. And I little, and I adore glasses, and I need things a certain way. And I gotta figure out why the camera is like it is, because he moved it. And see, the problem is if it was up here, I wouldn't see. Guys, don't let your husbands move your boards, your boyfriends, your best friends.
The other halves?
The other halves. The people you hold holy. Do not let them touch your stuff. Because now I don't know how to do it, because Wyatt did it for me. And now I don't know. So now I gotta go back and fix everything. I know. Whiny, whiny, boo-boo. Okay, back to our calm conversations. All right. So Sam, because you just came in, we are having a very calm, peaceful stream, because things out there in the real world are stressful. So we've just been talking about things we do when we are overwhelmed that calm us down, puts us in a good headspace again. So what do you do? We're just going to have a chill stream, because I've been away for like almost 4 days. 3 days.
Well, you're gone Sunday and Monday, so this will be the third day.
Wow, it seems like it's been forever. Okay. So when you guys craft, do you go to like a Cuckoo Crazy for Cocoa Puffs channel, or more of a ASMR? What do you guys like to watch? I mean,
Sam does YouTube and Thyme.
yeah, I just said that. You're behind a little. But I know that this channel doesn't really do a lot of, easygoing, relaxing, just diamond paint and chat and relax, and no drama, no overwhelm. I think we've had a lot of that recently with everything going on in this world, that we need to just take a breather. Take a breath. Do you guys have a place that you like to go? I know it's Tom likes camping. If you're gonna talk. You're gonna say, you say.
Well, I'm drinking coffee too. I'm trying to say it in between sips. Camping or fishing?
Okay, well then you talk about that. I can give my throat a break for a second.
Camping, you get away from pretty much everything. You know, sometimes there's self-service, sometimes there's not. Majority there's not. But I mean, you can get away from a weekend and not be around any of the social media drama or the negativity or whatever around the world. You get away for at least a couple days and just
Play on your phone. Yeah. I'll tell you a little secret about Tom.
I got
I'm gonna poke the bear for a second. Um, so he's like, "Oh, can't wait to get away. Not even have my phone on me. No, nothing. Just relax." We took his mom. So, and Priscilla, I mean, so we were gonna go places and do things. And why, oh, why did I hear this man talk about all the way down? We're not gonna have any this. We won't hear this, this, this. And the whole time he played on his phone. It's like, I thought you were gonna go and not use your phone. He did the entire, like with his mom, first in like 30 some years, he spent the entire time on the phone. I'm like, really? So this time, I am going to take the phones away because I didn't have any trouble keeping my phone away.
I downloaded Crossword and a couple other games that were, you didn't need Wi-Fi or anything. And that's what I was playing with. I was playing Crossword and that, and I no longer have them on my phone.
Yeah.
So,
because
I won't be worrying about that now.
Because what he did was, you know, he had those, but it became like, can you help me? You know what I mean? I had to get to where I was naggy to pull him out of, hey, can you, like, hello? You know, your mom's here. We're here. We want to do things. And all I see is him on the phone, which the one thing he says he likes to get away from, he's doing. And I'm like, that was kind of a waste of $200 because I had to get naggy, which I don't usually have to do. And yeah. So I'm taking the phone away. If he wants to do something, that's fine. He can just take a book or, you know, crossword puzzles or whatever.
No, I'm not even taking anything this time. Like I said, they're deleted off my phone, and so it's going to be back to. I think what I'm going to do is once I get to the part, I'm just going to turn the volume down because now I don't have to worry about Dexcom.
Right.
I can delete Dexcom out of my phone.
Yes, you only have to worry about mine, and mine I'm used to it.
That's the one I got to worry about. So, I mean, I really don't need my phone for anything.
Nope. And it was like, I kept telling myself, what if something happens to his mom? And this is the last time that we can take her out. And he's going to sit there and think, I was on the phone the entire time and I missed that. So, she's excited to go camping. She's ready.
Oh, she can't wait till May.
So, the phones are going to be taken away.
I'm just going to turn my volume down.
Because the problem is every time we turned around, somebody's phone would ring. And it's like, now, didn't they know we're away? They can.
Notifications from.
No, I'm talking your phone.
Oh, mine.
Yes. Every time we turned around, somebody was calling. And it was things they could handle. So, yeah, I'm taking the phone away. And I'm going to tell everybody, there will be no phones. I am going to take them and I'm going to hide them. The only way you're going to get us is if we go to the store or we're out of the park. We need to have our phones for emergency. But the one thing we enjoy about camping is not dealing with the phones. So I'm going to hide the phones.
Well, the good thing is we get back to where we're normally at. It'll be a lot busier, so we won't get holder reception this time. Yeah. Last time, it wasn't as busy.
Yeah.
So we was able to get more reception than normal. But like going the weekend that we're going.
Yeah.
Is good luck getting any kind of reception until we get outside the park.
Yeah. And see, like this is what I do. My brother, my cousins, they know exactly how to get a hold of me if there's an emergency. I tell them exactly where we're at. I give them numbers. They can call the DNR gate. I mean, they know exactly how to get a hold of me if there's an emergency. And they know I need to be told if there's an emergency. So I leave the information with people that are not going to bug me. but that if I needed, they're not afraid to say, oh, I don't want to bother. They know to bother me, you know. So I am fully confident to just, like the first day I left my phone in the truck. I didn't even have it in the camper because it's like the minute I turn into that gate, my phone doesn't matter because I know people know how to get a hold of me. There are people that live close enough that can just drive there. So yeah, I'm not that worried about it. It's my time to relax. And that's like even with the YouTube channel. I can pre-record, you know, I can set a time where I can say, hey guys, I'm going for a week. You get a week without the chaos. Yay. You know, with technology the way it is, you can pre-record stuff, you can set, there's really no reason if you're going to go camping to have your phone.
Yeah, that one they're gonna be Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be available for 5 days.
Nope. 5 days during Memorial Weekend, we are gone. And I'll tell you guys why. The Indianapolis 500. All my life, I have dealt with the Indianapolis 500. I've always been on one side of the, and he's always been on the other, but we've always heard it. My family, well, we can talk about this actually, because this is like, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's another way we relax, my family. If we have to stay, if we know our feet are planted in Indy, that's fine. We will go outside. Okay, careful, because it's slippery out there. He has to go get the medicine. We will either do some kind of outdoor activity. Used to be when I was little, we would either like weed the garden, or we would always do something and have the radio playing. And it was just enough listening to it to get your adrenaline going sometimes, but you're not seeing it, because I don't like to watch people wreck. I know. I watch this, but I don't like to see people wreck, because IndyCar is different than NASCAR. NASCAR, you can take some bumps and bruises and you can lose some car parts and it's fine. You're fine. But with IndyCar, if you hit, you're out. And so kind of, I get kind of nervous when they say a wreck, because I obviously don't want anybody to get hurt. And usually if there's a wreck, that means someone's hurt. So, sorry, I just had to adjust that real quick. So we would always stop what we were doing and listen. Make sure everything's okay. And we lived, like Tom lived, or where we live now, if there's an emergency on the track, they will take the road next to us. But where I used to live, if anything was needed, it would go down Lyndhurst towards the track. So he would get one side, I would get the other. So I got more of the pageantry of people coming from the airport. You know, so I would see like cars and, you know, seen a motorcade. I'm like, oh wow, okay. You know, and you get to see buses and private planes coming in. So I got to see all that part. And then he got to see the flyover. Well, we got to see the flyover too, because they would go over his house.
Oh, I'd still get the motorcades. I'd get all that
down here. I was just
They have
further.
a whole road coming in.
Yeah. I was off of Lyndhurst. He's off of Holt. And so we would still get all the pageantry. And when the planes would fly over, they would fly over and we would see them as they were going to Terre Haute. And of course, the blimp would always be when we had blimps, the boys and girls. I don't think Goodyear blimp is around anymore. It would always hover over our house, my childhood house, because we were right by the old airport. So we got to see a lot of cool things too. So it's not like, we heard everything. So, this was like taking it way, way around town to get to where I'm talking about now. But hey, why not? We have all the time. So, I grew up with, with all that. So now we're taking it back to where I went. So when accidents would happen, like collectively, I think all of Indianapolis held their breath because it used to be Indy in the month of May. Now it's only a weekend. But Indy in the month of May, when there was anything going on the track, you basically, because it was all weekends, you basically stopped what you were doing and you listened. And when it was dangerous or when something happened, there was always for a moment, is he out? Is he out? Are they out? And then you always had that tense moment of until they get out of the midfield. And if you heard the helicopter, it wasn't good. And there's been a few of those. But overall, one thing about Indy is, well, okay, just talking about that, and there's some police and fire going by. You didn't want people to crash. You didn't want that because that meant you were out. And it's real easy if you guys have ever seen IRL, Indy 500. Well, at one time it was just Indy 500. Now they go more places. It was just like a rite of passage. When you were young, they would say, okay, get in the back of the truck. That's when you could ride in the back of pickup trucks. And we're going to go around the race. But it was a racetrack. When you could go all the way around the racetrack. Now you can't. But we would, take something to drink. And we would, we thought we were hot stuff. Because we could go around the track. Not inside the track, but around the track. Down the main roads. And we thought, oh, we're going to go around the track and see all the sights. But what we didn't realize is things didn't get wild and woolly until the night before. And the first time I ever went out, and I got to go, I was old enough, and and I seen the night before. Oh my goodness. That was when girls would just show their boobies. All you had to say was, show me, somebody would say, hey, show me your tatas. And the girls would do it. I know one time I was...
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it is. It is like a race car Mardi Gras. You're right. It is. And now it's not. Now they've made it respectable. And I know one time I was at the track. I've been there twice. One on carb day and one the opener day. Both times it was when there was still the snake pit. That's what they called it. Snake pit. And I had never been in the snake pit before. And somebody came up to me and said, hey, if you show us your boobs, your tatas, we'll give you a beer. And I looked over at the person I was with and I said, hey, you want a beer? And when they realized I was with a family member, they stopped really quickly. And then the second time, I was in the Boy Scout band. Yeah, girls could be in the Boy Scout band in Indiana because I was in an explorers group, which was for boys and girls. And I played clarinet, and I'm sitting here in my Boy Scout uniform and with another girl. And hi, Janet. And we were outside waiting to go in the bathroom because they told us don't go alone. So me and this other girl, there wasn't many of us, so we all kind of went, you know, and we was in line, and I don't know if they thought what we were about. And these two guys goes, "Hey," because it had rained that morning, and they started stripping off their clothes down to their underwear and mud wrestling. That was enjoyably fun to cackle at. And of course, it got broken up, of course, but we were laughing so hard because at that time I was 18, 19. How old do you have to be in the snake? I was old enough to be in the snake pit. 19, 18, 19. And that was like the last year that they had the snake pit. So I did get to go. And then we also marched in the parade with band, the actual high school band. So I guess maybe I've been there 3 times. Where Indy is concerned. Now NASCAR I've been before, but so as I think I have given enough that it's kind of wild and woolly. Not so much now, but they changed it a couple years ago. But you either wanted to stay in place or go into the madhouse. You had your choice. So a lot of times we just stayed home, and then another thing we used to do is that night, once everybody got out, because I think I've said before, in Indianapolis you get one way in. In Indianapolis you get one way out. And if you live in the area, you park your cars and you walk everywhere or take a bike. Because if you move, you lose your spot. And it's all of Indianapolis. And even some of Hendricks County, people will drive in. Like you can park in their yard and they'll drive you pretty close and then drop you off, but it's still close enough or far enough where they can get back to their home. So yes, there are people who taxi. I need a Kleenex, babe. So yeah. So when we say Indy in the month of May, it's pretty much all of Indianapolis. And so we always stayed in place. And then the night after the race, after everybody got out and everybody filled their drunk tanks, because yes, the county drunk tank is usually full, and we would go. And Indy, the parking is 3 lots. One used to be the old Coca-Cola lot, and then actually there was 4, but the one was kind of further out, and that was the Kiwanis Club. Is that what that is? The Kiwanis Club? What is that club that you could park? Right there by where Gringos used to be and White Castle used to be. There's like a little, it has mobile homes in it now, but was that the Kiwanis Club? What was that?
I know, like somebody's been a mobile home park.
Well, there used to be a club back there. And they would park.
American Legion right there.
Okay, then it's the No.
The Legion's been there for years.
Then it's the Legion. There was always a place where you could go and park and walk.
There's the Legion that's camping, that has a whole back area that's camping.
Yes, and then there was
then
Coca-Cola had 2 lots, but they don't have that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Do they still have? I know they have the one lot.
Around the Coca-Cola plant is all parking.
Okay, so they have the 3rd lot. That's what I'm saying. I know they had 2, so they still have the 3rd. And then across the street, there's a lot, but that's for people like camping and stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places they could camp. So we would just go after everybody left, and just see the damage, the trash. Because, like Boy Scouts and band, and they would go in and they would clean it up. They would have organizations go in and clean it up for community projects and stuff. But now they kind of like pass out trash bags and people are more friendly. Um, but yeah, that's indie now. Now, not so month of May. Now it's a week in May. But yeah, we used to do that. That's what we used to do. That was our relaxation. And then the last few, well, since I've been married to Tom and we've been here, the last few, I'm now old enough to drink, because when I was old enough to drink, we moved away. We moved pretty far out. So I never got to experience Memorial Weekend with booze. And it doesn't really do anything. It's just the idea that I'm fulfilling a tradition. My brother and I now have a tradition where we turn onto a radio station, because the only way you get to see indie live is if you have like ESPN or something like that. On local channels, unless it's completely sold out, you don't get a chance to watch it until it's replayed. So if you want to know what's going on, you gotta listen to WIBC, and they will go into and you gotta listen to that one. That one is the most important one. For tradition, I know you guys must think, oh my God, Jill, this is crazy. This is where I'm going to give you a tiny bit of chaos, but still enjoyable. I'll give you things to laugh at. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm back in town. Now we can do a tradition. So we had to create a new tradition-ish, because I've been gone and things have changed. So indie morning, you know, you gotta wake up, do whatever you gotta do, because we've lost all of our traditional people. Jim Neighbors, Lawrence Henderson, we've lost them all. The ones that would always sing. So now they've got new people doing it, and I mean, it's okay, it's all right, but it's not quite the same. So we started a new tradition that when Back Home Again in Indiana is sung, at the very last line, we crack open a bottle or a can. Mine was a can of our liquid courage. And we take a swig, and that's our new tradition to honor Jim Neighbors and to honor Florence. We give them a chug of something good, a swig, and then we watch the flyovers. Well, now they do the flyovers twice. So they go around, they come back, they go around again. So oh no, see, I'm getting all flustered. I'm not doing S's, I'm doing K's. So I'm getting all wrapped up and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So we listen to the flyovers, and then the racing starts, and of course Greg and I are like, okay, who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? But ultimately, it's like, as long as they don't get hurt, we're happy for anything. So, and I said, there was 2 years ago. No, was it last year? I think it was last year. I said, Greg, I don't know if I can, because there was a lot of accidents, and I don't like accidents. And we're close enough that you can hear them crash. And I'm like, Greg, I don't know if I can do this. I was like, it's really bad over here. And he's like, okay, well, take a good swig. Just take a swig. Just take a swig. You know, every time it would be a crash, he'd go, take a swig, take a swig. You know, being funny because he knows that I don't get drunk like that. So we started a new tradition that anytime anybody wrecks, we're going to take a swig for their uh, hope. Here's to you that you don't get hurt. And then when they're okay, we like take a deep sigh and we're like, all right, he's okay. You know, get the race going, you know. And so that's like a tradition that we do. I know it sounds funny, but it's like as it's changing, we're revolving our tradition. Well, this will be the first year, except for when I was gone, I moved. This will be the first year that we don't have the tradition. We'll be able to listen to it on the radio, but I won't have my brother to. I'll just have to say, okay, I'm going to listen to it and you listen to it. Let's do our traditions, but I'm not going to be able to talk to you on the phone. But I promise you, I will do my traditions, you do yours, and we will be united as one. So yeah, because we're going to be out of town, so that means we will be able to watch it if we had a TV. We don't have a TV, so we will be able to listen to it. So yeah, that's one tradition that I might miss this year. Well, miss sharing it with my brother. I'll still do it. But yeah, we're going to be away from all that. But yeah, so when he says we're going to be in peace and we're going to be away from all that, that is my going around town answer to. Yeah. I know. Are you guys still here? Oh, goodness. Okay, you really did miss me if you're still here for that long of an answer. I took it that around town to get that answer. But, I don't like, that's the only thing that's bad about it is I don't like the wrecks because if you wreck, you're out. And we have so many talented race car drivers in IRL that, you kind of hate to see their day messed up. Because let me tell you, the money is good. The perks is good. Like, if you win, you're going home with multi-millions of dollars because you've got jewelry, you've got your sponsorships, you've got the purse, you watches, and you make money. So you hate to see. My brother and I always root for a crash free. And I think how many times, Tom?
Yeah.
How many times has there been a crash free Indy? I don't think many. I think we've done a no red.
Yeah, I think there's been a whole lot.
But it's just something that you don't hear of. So this year, for Memorial Day, which is the I'm just looking at my finger. Okay, you know, guys, remember when my finger was kind of messed up and I lost the quick to my finger? It's growing back, but look at it. It's funky. Hopefully I don't lose my nail there. Okay, never mind. Squirrel moment. But, no, that's somewhere. Memorial weekend. I'm going to be in a campsite listening to the radio with a adult beverage in my hands.
I think from May 22nd till I don't think we'll get home until like the 26th or 27th.
Yeah. But race weekend, you can be sure my butt's gonna be in a chair and I'm gonna be listening to the race. And I always have one that is the underdog. I always have one that is the most popular, And then I have one that's usually either owned by a race car driver when I was like Ray Hall, Letterman Ray Hall. Is Letterman still in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Usually Letterman Ray Hall because I loved Ray Hall. And of course, my buddy Elio Castaneves. He's just, everybody knows Elio is a definite. And if Elio Castaneves wins and he's climbing that fence, you're going to hear your girl screaming because that is my racing man. That is my little Brazilian. He is my little Brazilian man that I want to climb. I want him to climb that fence. Did any of you guys see him on Dancing with the Stars? Elio Castaneves. He did the one dance that he was in yellow, and he danced with she's a blonde. I just had her name and I lost it. And they were supposed to fake kiss, and he was supposed to throw her on the floor. He didn't. He got so excited. He actually kissed her. Julianne Hough. He actually kissed her and threw her on the floor. So if you guys want to see an amazing dance, Elio Castaneves, Heilo. I do not know how to spell Castaneves, but if you say Elio, Julianne Hough, Dancing with the Stars, and he's wearing a yellow, man alive. The boy's got rhythm, and it's not just pushing a pedal down. Let me say that. Sorry, got a little excited there. So yeah, Elio Castaneves.
He just ran the Daytona.
Did he run Daytona? How did he do? See, I don't follow any other places because in my heart there's only one, and that's the Indy 500. That's what Grandpa Holman wanted. It was Grandpa Holman had so much money. That racetrack was a hobby. Think about that. That racetrack was just something Grandpa wanted to do to have fun and get together with his buddies and drink. That's how much money he had. And now it's sold. It sold a while back. Now it's Penske? Penske. I always say it wrong. Penske. You know, like the yellow trucks Penske. The Penske has it. The Holmans are pretty much all out of it now. But now it's changed a little bit. But some of the same traditions run the same. But that is something that we did. Gave you a little bit of chaos, just a tiny bit. But it was also very relaxing in a weird traditional kind of way. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have anything where it's tradition? Yeah, sometimes there's some moments that you're like, oh my goodness, if one more thing happens. You know, do you guys have traditions like that? This is just going to be this is just going to be a calm kind of stream. I am curious if anybody else has traditions that you do. And it doesn't have to be May. It can be any holiday or anything. What do you guys like to do to relax? You know. How does that phrase go? Put something, your butt on the ground and your... How's that go? How does that line go? You put your butt down and your... A drink? What? It's a country song. You put your ass in the sand and... I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of country, but... Does anybody know the song I'm talking about? Just where you go and you just... You have that moment. You have that time to just relax, and then it can get a little like, oh, no traditions anymore? Did you have any? Because, like, my traditions, these traditions went as far back as when I was a little girl. So, yeah, some of these traditions are, other than when I left for about 10 years, and then some of them have had to change through the years as we've gotten older and things, things always change, but we always still make it fun. So now it's going to be a new tradition. Now it's going to be the camping version. Camping version. We're still going to put our butts in the dirt, I guess. It's just we're going to be a little further away. Yeah. And then now you go and people have to get so respectable now. You don't get to see the chaos anymore. It's all clean and what do you want to call it? The chaos and heathenry is all gone now. I'm trying to make a word for it. But yeah. So yeah, is there anything, like, we used to go on spring break a lot. And we'd go to Florida and stuff, and tradition. And if you don't do it anymore, maybe you should start another one. It's never too late to start another tradition. You never know, you might find someone that's interested in it too. And do one with you. That's one thing that's really good about life, When people walk out, people walk in. Keep trying. Well, okay, what would be a tradition that you would like? Why don't we talk about it? We can, and anybody, if you guys want to talk about traditions, let's talk about it. Just like make this a cool, calm, kind of relaxing stream. What tradition do you like? And no one's gonna laugh, promise. Everybody pinky swear. No one's gonna laugh at each other's traditions. You never know, we may join in. Maybe we can create a diamond painting tradition. Never know, we could make a train wreck tradition. Only thing I say is, I have learned that after the age of 35, my rear end don't go over my head. So, that takes out any gymnastics and or cartwheels. Other than that, I'm pretty much good. But yeah. How about everybody else? Does anybody else have a tradition that they do? I'm curious. Tom likes camping. Yeah, Lola, we are having like a calmer kind of day. Because so much is going on. We need a break. Okay, we're just gonna take a deep breath, talk about, what we used to do, the fun in the past. Like, I have a racing tradition. Tom likes to go camping. That's what we're doing. That's how it got into racing, is because I'm gonna be further away doing my tradition this year. So yeah, we're talking about traditions, Lola. Okay. Well, then it's time to change and do a tradition that you would like to do. Awesome, Sherry. Yeah, we're having a kind of a relaxing day because the world is cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs right now. And I didn't think, like, with me resting and I slept 15 hours. My body was tired. Um, Kind of a calmer stream today, talking about what makes us happy or traditions or yeah. Yeah. The world sucks right now. So yeah. So Janet, if you are what kind of tradition, like if you had to start a new tradition and you say, okay guys, okay, you guys don't want to play along. I'll find people that do want to play along. What kind of tradition would you want to have? Which one would you like to start? Since you don't really have one, which one would you like to start? What would you like to do? Let's make this a calm, relaxing, you never know. We may start our own tradition, Janet. You started collecting crystals? I've got gems and crystals too. So, yeah. So, maybe what you should do is, yeah, maybe we need to start a tradition. I think we should. I think we should start a tradition. I well, Sherry, I mean like something that we do every year to bring us all together and kind of have a day of uh, I get something I'm going to look forward to this and we're going to have a great time and we're going to do this or we're going to get together and I think we should do it. Okay. Okay, Sherry. Like um like especially with us, we have holiday traditions as well. Um but month of May, it's gonna be a little different because we're going camping or we're getting away. But we still have the same tradition. People have come and gone, and we've had to alter some stuff. But yeah, we always have a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yes, the whole month of May when we were little, but now it's just a week, which kind of stinks. But okay, let me tell you. Oops. Sorry, I keep dropping this pen. I need to put like something on the edge. But this is okay. This is the tradition because in my family, you guys are gonna laugh at this, but it's fun. Um, we would always, anytime there was a get together, anytime, my family, grandfather, great uncles, and all of that, they always got together and hang out at the truck and drunk Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, so that's where this comes from. Whenever, like month of May or wherever we see that it's important, um, like there was times that I took kids camping, and they were kids that were from that side. I had to take a PBR, and we had to crack open a PBR. And everybody had to take a sip of the PBR because that's just what we do. You know, we're funny like that. And we're honoring our grandparents and our uncle like that, you know. And I am not a beer drinker, but I'll take a swig for camaraderie. We pass around a Pabst Blue Ribbon. So that's just something that we do. My brother will drink Pabst during the race. I don't really care for beer. There's like only 2 beers I really like, but I take a good old swig of Pabst Blue Ribbon and then I pass it over to Tom and he takes that. And then I will buy Tom, what is it that I like? I don't even know what I like. What is it that I like that's in that Smirnoff ale? What is that? Huh? Well, I bought a can of that. And this is just how much I drink. His mom took most of it. I took a couple swigs.
Oh, sorry.
So, oh, that must be my child. But yeah, so we have our honorary sips, but that's about it for me. But yeah, you shouldn't, just because things change, you can always start a new tradition with somebody else. Fair's fair. I did not. Yeah, Sherry, I just don't, there's a few that I like to drink, but there's really, when you don't feel it, it can get kind of scary because you never know if you've drunk too much. And also, too, I have to be very careful because I've had mono quite a bit. And I get jaundice real easy. So, yeah. It's like honorary, yeah, give me a sip of it, kind of thing. But, yeah, it's just a waste of alcohol with me. But, yeah, I did not watch NASCAR opening.
I don't watch much NASCAR anymore.
No. I don't even, like, the guys I root for, I don't even think are in anymore.
Well, NASCAR's changed so much. I don't like the formats or the way they do it anymore.
Okay, we'll see if they're still in it. Is Tony Stewart, my man Tony, in?
Drag racing now.
Yeah, I know that. But is he in NASCAR?
Nope.
Mark Martin?
Nope.
Who else? I had 3. Oh, darn it. I know the Petties are out. My Lord, Kyle Petty. All right, girls. Tom, cover your ears. Girls, when Kyle Petty used to race, damn, he was hot. His son was hot too, but now he's gone. I was sad when Adam died because I was rooting. I wanted to root for him. He was going to be my underdog, and then he died, and I was sad. But Kyle Petty, and he can sing too. He's a good singer. If you guys did not know that Kyle Petty could sing, that boy could sing. Yeah. Yes, 88, Dale Jr. That's the, no.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, but there's another one. Dale
Jarrett.
Dale Jarrett. That's another one. I knew it was a Dale, but I was like, it was not the dead one.
Jarrett was 88.
Yes. Yeah.
Junior was 8.
8. Yeah. I knew what I was talking about. I live in Indiana, man. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Juan Pablo Montoya. See, there's no one there. So yeah, I love Tony Stewart. And you know why? You know why I liked Tony? He is the IndyCar way. That's what we know. He cut his teeth, with IndyCar. He has the Foyt personality. He has the Foyt fire and drive. That's how IndyCar drivers are. And then you take him to NASCAR, and I'm like, they're like, oh, he gets fined for this. And I'm like, well, that's just Indy. That's just the 500 way. You know, we don't, I'm looking at him going, and he just, well, everybody gets out and throws punches. What are you talking about? You know, that's just how it is. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't see nothing wrong.
Sure, he's not much into sports racing.
Yeah. I think it's because, that's just tradition here. We are Indy. That is just what we're known for. This is what Indiana is known for. Corn, soybeans, race cars, and we do have a beach that's got some rides in it. That's all we're known for. Yeah, you like family movies.
MYOWA they have a 3-foot long remote control 88 car.
Really? That's cool. Okay. This may or may not tattle on me. My ex-husband loved NASCAR. I loved IndyCar and Tony Stewart. He liked Dale Jarrett. So I said, we had just moved into this house, and I said, why don't we, since we're so close to Indy, do a racing room? He said, okay, let's do it. We painted it yellow. We put shelves up for racing cars and stuff. We may or may not put black and white tile on the floor. May or may not have had the race flags, like each color of a flag for curtain. That may or may not have happened. Just saying. Because in Indiana, that's when we had an old phrase. Come in, buy your crap, get the hell out. Come in, get your shit, and leave. That's just because after having a month of it, and then after that, then they wanted to add another week to it. We're like, okay. And then after that, then Formula One came. Then we had 3 races at that track. Then the other track would have NASCAR truck. So Indiana just became literally racing capital of the world. That's how we got racing capital of the world. And that doesn't include the drags. That doesn't include the dirt. Then you got Kitley, which Kitley, they'll put anything on it that has wheels. You never know. You could be watching school buses, tractors, hearses. You didn't know what you were going to see racing at that little track. So Indiana is like racing. That's all we know. We can plant corn. We can plant soybeans. When we're bored, we go to the amusement park, but most of the time it's racing. And there was not many days that you didn't hear something practicing on the track. So it's kind of hard to avoid it. So yeah, that is one thing where it's an odd, it's like a security blanket. It's like Linus in his blanket. When you were younger, it was bigger. And then as you're getting older, It's growing and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But you want to hang on to that little sookie blanket because you don't want to give it up. Because it's all you know. That's all we know in Indiana is racing. How many years did we have airplane? We had airplane racing. 2, 3 years. That was scary. Because then we had motorcycles. I'm like, how are they going to manage planes over the Indy 500? But they did. They did. Don't know how they did, but they did. The motorcycles didn't last long.
8 years.
Well, that's not long in the grand scheme of racing in Indiana. But yeah, if it's got wheels, moves, we race it here. Yeah, I mean, literally growing up, we would go to grandparents' homes when they both lived in the country. And they didn't have outdoor lights. If once you got off the patio, you're done. So, like, the only thing you could do at night is literally sit on the front porch, listen to the coyotes and the wolves, and listen to the corn squeak. Because the corn squeaks at night. That's Indiana, man. We didn't have much. And growing up, when you went to your grandparents' house, which we would leave Friday and stay till Sunday. You went outside and played. You didn't watch TV. You didn't listen to the radio. You went outside. And you knew that you were going to get scrubbed down with live soap when you come back in case you got poison ivy. Yep. We didn't have much fun. You know, once we were home, we got to do more things. But yeah, when we were there at weekends, we just played with each other, our cousins. We all got together and we all had a chance to go play and camp. We would camp. Oh my goodness, and when we would camp, the only time you were allowed to go in is to use the bathroom. That's it. You didn't go in the house for anything else. Cooking, drinks, everything was made outside over a fire. Yes. Even the dishes were washed. So, like, when we go camping, it's like, oh, yeah, well, that's what we used to do as a kid. No, that's nothing different. I'm just recording. So, yeah, that's what we did. So, yeah. But, that's what we did. Exactly. There's nothing really to do. We didn't really do much.
We didn't make it to the store.
No.
I had to come start my car. Battery was when it was leaving.
Yeah. So what did everybody else do?
I thought it was the rest of this, and I forgot I had that in the drawer. So if nothing else, I'll get out of the store tomorrow. Did you have enough for today?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be good for tomorrow. Maybe too.
Priscilla, hush.
She's excited.
I know.
It took Blackie. He's just fat. And he looks so rounded, distended.
Yeah.
It's almost embarrassing.
She wasn't sure who was coming in. I thought it was Philip coming back home, and then all of a sudden she heard your voice, her tail whip.
Yeah. So you didn't have siblings or cousins? It was just you and books and crafts. Oh. Yeah, I lost track of my cousins for quite a while, but I've got most of them back. Yeah, it's a stained glass one. She's looking at the butterfly. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't have many times that I'm not interrupted. I was like, ooh, today may be the day that I'm not interrupted, but no, I am. So thank you guys for being patient. I appreciate that. But trying to think of what else. Is there places where you guys like to visit that's very calming and soothing? My place to go and to recharge my batteries, you guys already know, is Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I love it. They have a band now, like a bracelet now that proceeds go to help from the hurricane. And I want to get it. It's so pretty. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna be mountain strong. Oh, there's no fish? Where do you go? I'm all nosy. I like to know where everybody goes, where they're recharge and refuel. Yeah, it was. It was. It did a lot of damage, and it was really sad. I'm not going to go into too much because I don't want to make myself sad. This is a relaxing video. But there was some damage. But Mountain Strong, they're asking people to come down and and support, which hopefully we get to go. I'm excited. I want to go there. I haven't been since 2015. 2014, 2015. It's about time. So we're talking about it. We're talking about it. It may happen. Oh, you like water? I am a mountain girl, but I do like a certain place. We go and we buy Subway, and I've talked about it before, and we go to the Three Chimneys, and oh man, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. I wish I was there. It's cold, yes, but I would still, even with the cold, I would still get in and wade in the water. As I have shown pictures on this channel before, that if there is a stream, I will get in the water. So when we go, I think we're gonna take the camper, and Philip will go. Maybe editor. Just depends on what editor is doing. We may take him along for the ride. I haven't said anything definite yet to editor, but I gotta do some talking with Tom. So, and then of course, we will have to make sure that we have got our passports so we can film videos and download them onto the passport, because we can take Philip's laptop. I think it would be absolutely amazing to diamond paint by the chimneys with the water, and wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah, Right now the camper is in the process of being redone. We're just waiting for a warm day to do it. But yes, there is a really nice place that the creek goes right down. Mind you, it's smaller, but the creek goes right past it. And it's got ducks and birds, and it's within walking distance of some pancake houses and places to eat. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. What I would like to do is I would like to go and get our vows renewed there. I know that would be number 3, but I've always wanted to have my vows renewed there. Because there's a little white chapel there. And I think it would be cool to just say, hey, Tom, let's stop in here. Wouldn't that be cool? Or even get our vows renewed in Cherokee. Yeah. Yeah. Because we've had our wedding. And we had, for our first anniversary, we had a hand fasting ceremony. And he wore his kilt. And then I'm like, yeah, I think we need a mountain one too. And then I'm fulfilled. I've gotten everything I wanted to do. I was wanting to do a mountain one to begin with, but with COVID, that wiped it out. And then I was like, oh, we can go for like a hand fasting ceremony. COVID wiped that out. So I'm like, am I gonna get one? Am I gonna get one before I forget and not remember anything? So yeah, there may be a mountain one too. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if we do, I'm gonna have it recorded, do a live, have it done live, and then all you guys can be my bridesmaids. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd have a bunch of bridesmaids. Because of course, I'm gonna have you guys come. You guys are gonna come along. Why would I not share that? I just said what? I can't see because of the heart. My heart is in the way. You just said, yeah. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea. Should I tell him? Or should I just let you guys say things that are kind of like obscure and just make him wonder and see if he can guess it?
You girls, it wouldn't surprise me. You just said that.
Nope, I shouldn't say.
Future
Yeah.
Sets us up with a.
Sets us up with love, I think is what it's supposed to be.
Then
Oh, a
just-
surprise.
you
Okay.
said that?
Okay.
Nope. Surprise.
Surprise. Okay. So, but you guys think it's a good idea. I should do it. I should just go for it and do it. Loud.
Sorry. I'm getting your medicines out.
Okay. Did she just come over to get Priscilla and give
No,
food?
she brought over stuff.
Oh, okay. But she took Priscilla, right? I don't hear her
Yeah.
barking.
No,
Yeah.
Priscilla.
Okay. Did you ask her if she needed food?
I did not.
Maybe you
really
need.
need to cancel your sprays.
Okay.
You just got 3 more things of the nasal spray
Uh-huh.
that we do not need.
Well, I told them not to fill it before. I guess they feel like I need to spray my nose.
Yeah, we have so many bottles of that spray.
You might end up needing it too. I gave one to Philip. I'm trying. But wait a minute. What did that say? Set us up with a live, and when I send it, you set it at the same time. Yes, yes, of course, because we're on the same wave pattern.
Find out about your
What? What?
because you don't have your
Diabetes medicine?
Yep.
Okay.
Fox, whatever it is.
The Voxa.
Yep, you do not have.
Well, you know what? Hey, I mean, I'm doing okay without it. So if they give me heat and the doctor doesn't want to play along, I won't take it.
So
I take a shot once a week, and I'm doing fine. Yeah. We would have to have secret coded meetings. Oh, yeah. I think that would be fun. Yes, a secret coded meeting. What if it happened at Subway? Secret coded girls, you know what I mean. Code word Subway. We could do code word White Castle, because if you know, you know. We could do code word Subway, because if you know, you know. What do you think?
it's like 51st dates do it once a year.
Oh, that would be cool. White Castle? The White Castle place or the Subway place?
Oh, it says White Castle.
White Castle? Okay.
With the laughing and.
Well, they understand what white is. We just talked about it. And they understand what Subway is. We talked about it. So we could do proper White Castle or watery Subway. They understand what I mean. You don't. Oh, this is going to be fun. More beige? Oh, you mean that way? No, I'm talking about the place. White Castle or Subway? Because White Castle is white. Subway is watery. You know, because the submarine sandwiches are watery. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I did. What puree stuff, and you know, Subway is more leafy greens and a splash of water, and you can bake the bread in the chimney. We're speaking in code. I kind of like the idea of just, you know, my grandpa liked the bars when we ate our sandwiches. You like bars? Talk about the bars. When he's not in, we're going to have to talk about And you're not allowed to go back and listen to figure out what I just said. I just gave him the fickle finger of fate. You're not allowed to talk about. You're not allowed to know what we're talking about.
Not going back.
No, you're not.
Put my earphones in. I'm going back.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you'll ruin the fun. We have to have a surprise. You'll ruin the fun, sir. Yeah, I need to. But then no one will get a chance to see the. No, this is. But see, this is what happens. You guys, I get over chaos. And when I just relax and go with the flow and chill, wonderful ideas pop up. Maybe I need to start being more chill more often. Maybe I'll be able to think. Thinking is hard, though. Ooh, that could be our tradition, everybody. We could all have that tradition. We could have that tradition. And it'd be a live tradition. How many ways can we do this? How many times can I aggravate the piss out of Tom? That's the tradition. Oh, you know. The place is always the same, but the venue may change. That'll be Philip. We'll all be having RC Cola and moon pies. That'll be the after. Put our feet in the creek and drink RC and a moon pie. Everybody will have to have a moon pie, though. I'll have to send everybody moon pies. So we can all be festive together. I know he's over there trying to figure this out, and I think I just threw a wrench. Duck. I'm throwing wrenches, Tom.
I ain't trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to get my hands warm.
Oh, come on. I'm over here freezing with a runny nose. Don't even. There you go. Oh, yes. We're going to have a new tradition, and it's going to be fun. You don't need no alcohol. You just need a moon pie. Well, you know, Lola, when we got married and we had our hand fasting ceremony, I didn't wear white.
Didn't wear white the first wedding either.
That's what I'm saying. When we got married and we had our hand fasting ceremony, I didn't wear white. I wore black, and then the underskirt was beige. But I wore black to get married. Because we... Okay, does anybody know Unasanas? Because if you don't know Unasanas, I can't show you what it is. I can only tell you the process of it.
Which I think we've talked about it before.
But like Unasanas is two gamer guys got together and they said, if you only had a year to live, okay, what would you do in that year? And they were like, oh, we would learn how to pole dance. We would learn, they did funny things like learn how to cook and stuff like that. Well, the whole time it was during COVID. So, people were stuck at home, blah, blah, blah. Well, Tom and I, we were dating throughout this. So, like, our relationship was beginning and we dated. Well, and our dates was, because of COVID, our dates was every night when he got home from work, we would, like, get on our own beds, because I was in Greenfield, he was here, and we would watch Unisonas together. That was our date. We would have dinner and Unisonas, and that's how we would date. And then it kind of, where we could get together, and so the whole time that these kids were doing what the end of their lives would be, we were beginning ours. And what would we do for a year if we were just starting out? And that's what we did. And that's how we dated. Ours was a year to start a brand new life, where theirs was, what would they do if they only had a year? So it was like, this is wild. But we dated, and like, he would come over and we really couldn't go anywhere, so we would snuggle up and watch Unisonas together. And it was like one of those things where there was an episode every day. So if you missed one, you were behind. So, and at the last day, they totally erased it. Now, you can still see some people where they're doing what they're not supposed to, and you can still kind of find it. But the original point was, is at the end of the year, they were going to totally erase it. So if you wasn't celebrating it with them, you wouldn't see it. It's a very interesting concept. So the colors for Unisonas was black and white. And I fitted more with the character or the guy that wore the black. And Tom was more the character that wore the white. So I thought, well, I don't really want to wear white. And I don't really want him to wear white. So he wore a gray shirt with white in it. That's like a mixture of the colors. And I wore a black dress with beige underneath it. And that's kind of like if you mix black and white and you have more, it's kind of like a beigey kind of color. And instead of a unity candle, we did sand, where we made sand art with black and white sand art. And my flowers were white. But I had yellow and black sunflower in my hair. So yeah, we made our wedding around the colors of black and white, whether you mix them, because if you had black and white and yellow, it's kind of beigey. So it's like, it was all around that. And people were looking at us like, what? But our flower, we had 2 girls. We had, we didn't really want anybody in the wedding because, we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But we needed people to hold our rings. So his friend had a daughter that's about the same age as my niece. So she held his ring, and my niece Rebecca, Wyatt's sister, held mine. So we had ring girls, and they both wore sunflower dresses. And then we had a little flower girl, which was the granddaughter, and she had a little sunflower dress as well. So the girls wore sunflower dresses and got jewelry. So that was our wedding. And then when we got our vows renewed, I wore the same dress and he wore a kilt. He wore more of the black and white colors then. So yeah. Not very many people can say, oh, we dated because these kids wanted to live life if they only had it a year. And we dated around that. But you know, we were chaos and hilarity even then, before we even knew we were chaos and hilarity. So yeah. And yep. We were just made for each other. We just didn't know it right away. Huh, Thomas? Thomas? So, Tom.
Yes.
How would you... What would be... Okay, how can I word this, girls? If you ever... No, I can't even say that. Do you wish we would have gone to somewhere else or did something else? Or are you satisfied with the two things that we did? One for just 13 that we could have, and then one for the 25 we could have. See, it sucks because COVID. Is there anything that you wish we could have done? Woulda, coulda, shoulda?
No, I was happy with what we did.
Okay. I was just curious. And when both places I carried the wedding I had white roses with black, white, and yellow ribbon. And on the yellow ribbon, white ribbon, I tied his dad's wedding band on, so that when we got married, it was his dad that was walking me down the aisle. So his dad walked me down the aisle. And then when we had the hand fasting ceremony, you already know what I did. I went over and I got that ring again. So his dad was my best man. He walked me down the aisle. He was with me. Because I think about stuff like that. Oh, do you? Yeah. And oh my goodness, when we had the hand fasting ceremony, like, we knew there was a chance of rain. We was able to get the ceremony done. But the minute, luckily we had it already prepared. The minute we got done, it started raining. So we didn't have a cake cutting at the first wedding. So we had that. We didn't have champagne or like the toast. We didn't have that, so we had that. And what I did was, in the house, because we were tore up, I put the book for people to sign. I put pictures. I got a sign that said something like, well, they can't be here. Please honor, they cannot be here in life, so please honor them, blah, blah, blah. And I put flowers there for our grandparents and his father. So everyone was honored. And yeah, we just decorated in the house too. So everywhere was decorated. We had decorations everywhere. Signs and banners and balloons. And we just made the second one a big whoop. Big whoop. So, and then we honored our heritages. He is Celtic. Again, you know, kilt, and he read a Celtic love poem, love prayer. And then I Cherokee. So, and Celtic. So we're kind of like together, but mine was more Cherokee. And so we did a Cherokee love prayer as well, and we read them out. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. So we even honored our ancestry as well. So yeah. And made it shorter, and that one was really good. But there was one that was just like, I was almost in tears, and I was like, I was good until she talked about a couple things, and then I'm like going, oh no, don't cry. Because it hit different. The second marriage hit way different. How about you, babe? Why do you have... Did you almost cry at our wedding? I almost did. Because it hit different. It hit way different.
Sorry, I started getting a headache, so it just
Oh, it's okay. But the first one was in 21. The second one was in 22. 7/13/21 is our anniversary. He asked me if there was a day that was very special to me. And I said, yes. And it makes me sad. And I would love to change it to make it good again. And he's like, okay. So I chose my grandpa's birthday, the one that I lost when I was 11. His birthday was 7/13. And that meant that our wedding was during the week. But, yeah, 7 July 13th, 2021. And July is important because there's a lot of people in the family that have birthdays. So, yeah, that was kind of like a happy birthday. We're married. And I have done so... Oh, Tom, you're sweet. Someone said you're sweet. Janet said you're sweet. I know. But you know, I just seen the time, and you know what I gotta do? I gotta switch. Ah! I gotta switch to butterfly. Gotta switch to butterfly. And I don't have enough. I have enough to cover there. Let me think this through. I'm not gonna have enough because there's no way. It's too cold for me to diamond paint this whole thing. So we're gonna have to do this. Come on, get over. Come on. And what's so bad is we were hoping to get the second the vow renewal, the hand fasting on video too, and Wyatt was going to edit it to be all together. But halfway through, it failed. And they didn't know until after it was done, and they went to go look, and it was not there. So I'm like, it's okay. We got pictures. And that one, I did have a flower girl. I had Holly. She held my flowers. And she's the one that just lost her mom. So she was my flower girl. So yeah. Okay, let me get my glasses on. Make sure we're good here. Because we gotta have... Okay, I changed numbers around. So, now we have 1 to 12. So, on the count of 3, whoever says the number first, I'll do. So, are you ready? get my diamonds over here. And some of these are real small, so I made more than one square. And if I get this done before 5, I'll go back and do those 2 then. All right, so 3, 2, 1. I need a number. First number I see. First number I see. My nose is running. First number I see. 8. Okay, right there. There is 8. And it's a little square, so that's fine. We will probably be able to. Okay, so there it's good. I gotta make sure that these are all lined up. Oh, no, it's gotta go down further. Okay. Gotta do some alignment. Alignment. Because these are all kinds of weird sizes, shapes. That's what I thought. I gotta move this up. Alright. This is coming along so pretty. I cannot wait. But I think I've got this way too bright. And I didn't notice it until now when I moved. Come on! Where are you? Oh, you're down here. Jill. Oh my goodness. Let me do 1. Okay, here we go. Here we are, right here. So, yes. Butterfly time. Do you guys, I've already talked about my favorite place. Tom, do you have a favorite place to go? Not camping, because we camp here. Do you have a favorite state to go visit?
Tennessee.
You like Tennessee?
Yep.
Why do you like Tennessee? We're going to let him talk a minute. And I'm going to be asking everybody, so start thinking. Huh?
I know, I love the scenery.
Okay.
It's a lot more mountainous than just what I feel like.
Gotta move this up.
It's more nature. I mean, I've been down there a few times. I don't know. It's like,
Make
I
sure
mean, I'm in
guys
Kentucky and all them.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know. It just feels like I'm more content there.
Okay. What part of Tennessee? Because you like different than what I do. We don't like the same.
I like the southeast section, down to like Gatlinburg and all that.
Well, yeah. I'm not very fond of Gatlinburg, but I'll go.
Like the area.
Yeah, that area. Yeah, we both like Gatlinburg area, but
I mean, Gatlinburg.
I like Pigeon Forge.
I mean, they're both packed with, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, as far as go down or stay, I like Gatlinburg because it's kind of close right there by the forest.
Yeah, the mountain.
Close to Cherokee and all that.
Cumberland Gaps. Yeah.
But
see, I like Pigeon Forge. I like on the other side of the mountain. He likes one side. He likes the little holler on one side. And I like the holler on the other side. And my bloodline's from the holler on the other side. I gotta take you there. I need to...
But I know, like, next time we go down there, I do want to go, like, Searville.
Yeah.
Spend a little bit more time.
Sevierville.
Like, go to Lodge, go to...
Yeah.
a lot more, spend a lot more time going through a lot more places.
I gotta take him to Tater Hill. I want him to see where my grandpa grew up, where my bloodline still lives.
Yeah, we'll get the camper up going, and we'll
Gonna
get
go-
down there one of these days.
We're gonna go visit. We're gonna go visit Bean Station, which is just a spit from Morristown, Tennessee. And my family lived on Tater Hill, which is a road. Everybody lived on the top of Tater Hill, and everybody was buried at the bottom of Tater Hill. So Tater Hill is I know it's funny, and people are like, why are you saying it that way? That's how it was said. Growing up, everybody called it Tater Hill. So yeah, I gotta take him, and I have to take him to the reservoir because okay, I had a great grandfather. I don't know what number. I call them what they are, and then how many down the line. So like my seventh grandfather was the one that fought on Kings Mountain. My grandfather came, he left to come to Indiana. Well, he left, and he did everything to get out of Tennessee. He even joined the army, lied about his age, joined the army. My great grandpa had to come get him because he wasn't even 16 yet. And then he went and picked potatoes at Idaho. He just wanted out of Tennessee because life wasn't good there, and he didn't like it. And well, then him and his brother my great uncle came to Indiana, and then he met my grandma, and she didn't want to leave, so he stayed in Indiana. And we're like, why? Because my brother and I love Tennessee. In fact, that's why when Tom is at a point where he's going to retire, we're going to move to Tennessee. I don't want to be in Indiana anymore. As soon as he's out, we're out. And if I have to live in a trailer, if I have to live in a cabin, I don't care. I just want to be back home. That's home. And that's how my brother and I call it. When we say, oh, we got to go home, it's time to go home, we're talking about Tennessee. We got to go get our batteries recharged. And it's been 10 years since I've been to Tennessee. And my heart needs it really badly. My brother and I cry when we leave it. That's just how much it means to us. It's home. So, and it would have been, if Grandpa would have stayed, it would have been home. Because in my family, everybody loves it. So yeah, I gotta take him. I gotta take him around. I gotta show him where all I want to be. Or where all we're gonna be anyway. Yep. I know. We had to leave because I would not have met Tom. I know. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe I would have. Because they used to go on the dragon all the time. Who knows? I may have run across him then. You never know. When it's meant to happen, it happens. Because it's funny. You know how many times our lives passed? He was friends with people I knew. So even if he hadn't dated my friend at the time, I still knew who he was. And when I went to Wyatt's graduation, his son was graduating the same time. No.
Where was that?
Zach and Wyatt were classmates.
Yeah.
So when I was at the graduation, we crossed paths and we didn't even know it. And like we'll talk about something and he'll go, "Oh, I was there." "You was?" "Yeah, I was there." "Oh." Like he spied at me when I was his little creeper self spying on me when I was in guard. Didn't say anything, but he was like checking me out. Because he was doing the whole football thing. So he was at he didn't do it, but he went because football games because he used to play football. So he was around. So yeah, he was a peeper. Yeah, he still is peeper. Oh, wow. Okay, Janet, like Florida, palm trees and warmth. Oh, we did Florida every spring break until I finally said, "Can we go somewhere else?" And it's wild. We went one time and we went down East Coast instead of going south. And I was 11. So that would have been because it was right after my grandpa died. My grandpa died in January and we wanted to go to spring break and I just was like, "I don't even care. I don't want to go to Florida. I don't want, So they said, "Okay, where do you want to go?" I'm like, "Well, I think I'd like to go east, see New York." So we went to New York and New Jersey, Connecticut, all that way. And I have a picture of me and we were at the Statue of Liberty. And we was on Staten Island and I'm like, now of all the places I could stand, okay? All the places that they could take. There's a me and I have my hand on a chain and it's the Twin Towers. So I have a picture of the Twin Towers. Out of all the places I could stand, I have a picture of that. I'm like, "Aw, I love that." So now I have a memory of a candid shot that can never be retaken. I can never go, "Oh, I would love to go and take that picture again." I can't. So that one, even though I was so sick, I would just sleep in the back of the car and then we would stop and I would get out. And even though walking up the Statue of Liberty, oh my gosh. If you've never been up the Statue of Liberty, you're going to get very friendly with the person in front of you and behind you. Because the steps are narrow and it's tight. And my dad goes, "Okay, what would you feel more comfortable? Would you rather have somebody behind you or in front of you?" It's like, "I'd rather be in front. That way I can go slower so I'm not right up their butt crack." So I had my dad in the back because I didn't want a stranger. I was 11. So yeah. So yeah. But most of the time, I do want to go to Miami, Florida. I want to go there one time. And the reason is silly, but you guys know I like the Bee Gees, right? I love the Bee Gees. Like, cried when Morris Gibb died. He was my favorite Bee Gee. They have I only want to go just to see his memorial there. They did it's a walkway because he's in the sea. He's not, you can't visit. You can't go visit and put flowers. He's in the ocean. But they have a memorial for him in Miami. And I just want to see it. Just once. It's like going to Miami. Oh, look. It's beautiful. Take some pictures. Put down some flowers. And then get the heck out of Miami. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. But I want to go. I want to see that. Isn't that funny? That I would want to go just to see concrete. But I loved him. He was my favorite. So many memories revolve around the Bee Gees for me that I want to go to see that. But like Tom's like, nope, don't want to do Florida. But I'm like, we gotta take the grandbabies at least once. Once all the grandbabies are done, no one's gonna have no more. We gotta go take them to Disney one time. Nope. So I guess I'll be going to Disney by myself with all of my youngins. Right after the dinosaurs. Oh, I know. I know. By that time comes, it'll probably be $10,000-$15,000. But it's like Oma is going to be camping because that's a little cheaper. We did that once. We went to the Wilderness Lodge and brought the camper, and we went camping when Philip was just a itty bitty thing. We had a lot of fun. Philip was still in the. We went 3 times. Philip was gone there 3 times. And he says, that's enough. I remember. Done. But I'm like, your kids got to go. It's just a rite of passage in the family that you just got to go one time. So it's like once everybody is old enough that they'll remember, we're going. But we did, when we go camping, when we go anywhere, we always do miniature golf if miniature golf is there. And we went miniature golfing, and Philip was just little. And he did one. It was the Disney one. So it was like the characters and all of that. And so we can say we did mini golf at Disney. But the first time he went to Tennessee, we brought the camper to that too. He was 4 months old. And we went for Easter birthday week. And I have a picture of him holding like I put a putter across his car seat, and looks like he's holding on to it, and it was all dinosaurs. Looks like the dinosaurs was like roaring at him. It was cute. So yeah. There's just something. See, Tom doesn't understand the whole concept that there's just some rites of passages, traditions that my family does that I want to keep going as a grandparent. So when I get my lap full of kids, Oma's gonna be donating blood, doing everything I can to earn enough money to send all my youngins to Disney. And I'm sure those youngins are gonna love Tennessee too. Oh, something else we always love to do, and Tom and I haven't done it yet, and we got to do it, is get an old time photo. Oh yeah, old timey photo. That's got to happen. That's just something else. It's traditional that we do. Old timey photo. Well, that might get that. I'll just have to just take a tour all over Tennessee, everywhere we usually go. I have to have a lot of passports to download on. Take all and all the places I could diamond paint at. The streams, Old Mill, all kinds of places. Cumberland Gap up on the mountain. I love that view. Cumberland Gap is beautiful. What I would have to do is, like my, the one conversion that I want to do after I do all the Heaven and Earth designs is like a cabin in the mountains with butterflies and eagles, and it's all based out of Tennessee, like what you see out of Tennessee. I'd have to take it there and work on my Tennessee picture in Tennessee. All the places I can go and do my diamond painting in Tennessee. What are you doing? Oh, just gonna put my foot in the water and diamond paint. Eat my Subway, dot on the... yeah. I would just have to have a lot of passports because there's some areas that you couldn't go live because there would be no signal. So I would have to make a lot of videos when I came home. Or make sure I had Wi-Fi. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. You know how they've got what is it? Paint Gym has got the where it's different places and they're just little. That would be cool to do. Find a paint gym or something like that of the state that we would go to and paint it there. So that way you could do more than one. That would be fun. Oh, that's something else Indiana is known for. Cover bridges. I want to eventually on my other channel, the non-diamond painting channel, I want to do I want to call it Wander Indiana and show people like different covered bridges and talk about them and then different places to go, and because we're known for our covered bridges. I want to do a wander series where you wander Indiana. That's another thing that Philip and I want to do. Eventually we'll do it. But I gotta have more people than just 14 to be able to afford to do all that, because my channel is little bitty baby. So, and I don't use it very much, only when Aunt Jill's needed for something. When there's chaos to spread. When Wyatt or Philip have this idea, they're like, "Eh, will you do this with us?" Sure. I'm not going to break a hip, am I? Oh. Oh, yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun to do. I'd have to have a United States map. I'd have to have a UK map. Have to have a Canada map. I just have to have all kinds of maps. Oh, I could hear Tom listening and I hear my voice. Oh, why didn't somebody tell me? I was like talking like this. I'm all nasally. But I got to diamond paint some. I got to diamond paint a little bit. Yeah, a world map. Yeah, I'd have to have a world map. I'll have to see about finding one of those. Dang. Jimmy, you got a snoot full. You sound worse than me. Well, Jimmy, he's just been a sneezing and a... Do you hear that? That's Jimmy.
Yep.
Poor thing. Does he got boogies that you need to get out of his nose?
Hey, just chilling underneath the blanket with me.
Oh, okay. He's underneath the blanket with Tom. He's just chilling.
Both same arm.
Yeah, I wish I could feel my feet. Wonder what that feels like. I've got thick socks on. I'm tough. But yeah, this is turning out so pretty. And like, I may or may not have gone on a website and started making a shopping list. Not for now, because I have 37 canvases. But eventually, those 37 canvases are going to be done. So I've already started choosing just a suggestion list. And then if something happens and I don't get them, it wasn't for me to have them. But if I see something, I might as well just put it on a list. There is a stained glass sugar skull. Oh my goodness. I want some more tarot because, you know, that's a theme that I wanted to do. We have plenty of outdoors. There's some abstract art ones that are big. Some abstract art. I want to do some masters because I know there'll be a masters. The art masters. I want to do some of those. Maybe even some more ones from Japan. I don't know. See, I'm just like, if I see it and I'm like, ah, that sounds interesting. I'll put it on. And if it's there, it was meant to be. If it's not, okay, I'll just order from my list. So yeah, I just, I like sugar skulls a lot. I'm a scully kind of girl. I want to do some spoopy ones. Let's see. What else did I write on that list that I wanted? Awareness ones. Oh, and by the way, has everyone decided their March awareness? If you can't find a canvas, that's okay. It's fine. You can just work on whatever and just let me know, and I want to talk about that. I know, like, I've told you guys, my family history, we don't have a good health bloodline. I've got 10. But we have, like, what, 30 days? How many days do we have in March? I don't know. I'm not looking at a calendar. So we have many days. So yes, please share with us the awareness. Let me know so I can look it up and we can have our little moment to spread some awareness in the months. We're going to do it every month. Every time I go live, I'm going to talk about a different awareness. Kind of give it some love. Maybe someone will say, hey, you know, I've got that too. And then you've got a partner, you've got a buddy to you've got a buddy to share. You can say, oh, you've got this too? Well, I have this. Okay. And then you've got a friend. You know, everybody needs a buddy. Always go with your buddy. And he's snoring. My buddy is snoring. So yeah, anything. Like, I can do that too. I can put an open album. I don't know where the list is. Hey, Tom, stop snoring for a minute. Where's the list of the ones we're going to do? Wake up. You said you were going to... Excuse me. Wow. Where's the list of the things we're going to do? The awarenesses. Where's it at? On the board? I'll tell you the... Okay, I'm back. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, I think it would be good that way we all, we can all share because we're family. So let's be a family. Let's bring some awareness out and use some times for some good deed as well, Can't just be all chaos and hilarity. Sometimes we have to learn stuff too. And we have to be each other's cheerleaders. And you find that you do have something in common with someone. So yeah. Oh hey, I'm back. I'm sorry that my chatter was deafening. But yes, in Tom, I don't know if you heard that part. Tom put the month of March up. So go through, and if there's anything close to your heart, you're like, yeah, I think I want, especially if it's something we don't have and you want to know about it, put it in the messenger, pop me a message. And if you want to be anonymous, that's fine. You can just send me on my private, the Jill Edwards one, and say, hey, this is in my family, but I don't want it said. But can you talk about it? Got it, girlfriend. Boyfriend. Got you. So yeah, just messenger what for the month of March. And every month he's going to message that month. So it's not overwhelming because there's a long list of it. But bring some awareness. I think it's about time we do some good deeds. Time to do some good deeds. Spread some love. You never know. You might find a buddy. And you have like something to share and say, hey, I'm having a rough day. Oh, I'm having a rough day too. Or do you have this? Or I have this. Do you? And you might find yourself a train wreck buddy. Oh yeah. I think that's a good idea. And I'm not going to pretend to even be a doctor on TV. I'm just talking about just find a replicable. I said it. Find a replicable site and just talk about what it is. Just to let people know. And then if it's something that you're interested in, then you can find out more. I am only just taking you. I am just planting the seed. It's for you to grow it. Hopefully, yeah, you guys can hear. I don't know why why it does that. I have no idea. I don't know if maybe something's just not hooked right or if the microphone is going out. I have no idea. Wyatt just shakes his head in disgust and tries to figure it out. I need to get another mic. I want to have one that's on a boom arm, because eventually we're going to do the whole podcast. You never know. I might have something important to say and I can grab the arm and put it up to my face and go blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You can hear a squeaky arm. Oh, yeah. G. I need a G. There's a G. Ooh. It works 99% of the time. Well, this snowball was actually, I think, Philip had it first. And then it got passed to Wyatt. Then, now I've got it back. So this is his third generation of YouTube channel. Because when I did the channel, the other channel during COVID, I didn't care. It was just something that we did because Philip and I were bored. And then, but now I'm starting to care a little bit more. Nowhere near professional, but I want you guys to at least be able to hear me rant. Rant? Rumble? Ramble. There, ramble. I knew I'd get it out eventually. I've bored Tom. He's snoring. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but he's snoring. Oh, are you? Oh, you're not too boring. Hey, let me tell you. Talking, I still don't like to listen to it. Nope. I still don't like to listen. But you gotta talk to communicate. So, well, there's that. So I do it. I lost my shyness when I was pregnant with Philip. I had to go to so many doctor appointments and hospital and all that. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. I was just not shy anymore. I don't know if I will be on tomorrow or not. First of all, it depends on how cold it is. This room is really cold, and I don't want to take a chance of making myself worse. So, I don't know if I'll be on or not. I don't know if Tom will be on. I don't know. Depends on how we feel. Blah, blah, blah. I know Friday I will not be. But, because it's not going to be a situation that anybody's going to want to. And it's also weird. That's not a place. A funeral's not a place to go live. I'm sorry. It's not. Yeah, my beautiful train wrecks. Yay! No. Pass. So, yeah. But Saturday, I don't think we're doing anything. So I should be around. I wish it would warm up so I could finish that sage one. That would be great. But go figure. Indiana weather, you never know what it's gonna be until you pop your head out the door. Or, as in us, pop your face from underneath the blanket. But thank goodness we do have 2 heaters in here, or it would be brutally cold. Because the floor is concrete, the main wall is cinder block. It's just, yeah. And 2 walls are, been damaged because of termites. And there's 3 windows which are really airy and drafty because they're old windows. So that this room has not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, you know cold. Yes, you know cold. So I'm all done with that, and it's almost 5 o'clock. So, but can I say something to my neighbor in the cold? You know what? Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Because this will be the only sad thing, and then I'm leaving. But with the plane wreck yesterday, landing in Toronto upside down, that was a level of chaos that put me in a tailspin, and that's the reason why I wanted to have a video relaxing. Because ever since January 1st, it has been total chaos. And I felt like we all deserved a break from that. But we are an American plane, and we landed in the most chaotic way. And you guys took care of us. Just like with the fires, you took care of us. So I love my Canadian neighbors. And I'm thankful for you guys. And yeah, we've got some that are hurt in your hospitals. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of our hurt. You don't have to, but you welcome us, and I know some don't care. I do, because I love my Canadian neighbors. I love all my neighbors, all of them. So, thank you. Yep, you're always saving our ass, but thank you. My heart says thank you, because it could have been so much worse. But your teams got together so quick and got the fire out and helped get 80 people upside down out. That is the ultimate in chaos, folks. And it's hard right now. You know, all the plane issues, and I don't even know about Florida. Have they even found Florida's plane? I don't even know. And then illnesses and just utter chaosness. All around. You know, I had such promise. Hi, Nora. I had such promise that 2025 was going to be better. Because since 2020, it hasn't been. I had so much promise. And I was thinking last night, and I said, you know what? Even if we have to start baby stepping our way through 2025, I have declared the baby step, and today was the first baby step. We had a stream that, mind you, wasn't a lot of chaos and hilarity, because that's not what we need right now. We relaxation and calm, and so today was the first baby step. And if all we can do is just baby step positivity and no drama llamas and love and Thanksgiving and hope. Even if we got a baby step our way, folks. Do you think we need to? I think we need to. I think we need to every day try to find something positive, happy. And I think we did some today, because we got code words now. We have a surprise. And Mara, I'll fill you in on a way that Tom won't see it because it's a surprise for him. So, and we talked about going places and diamond painting. And yeah, we do. We have each other, and it doesn't matter what this person says or that person says. You know, I posted something online, and I said, with chaos in the world right now, we all need to let our little light shine, and we all need to be helpers. Mr. Rogers said for the kids to find the helpers. We don't know what our neighbor is going through. We don't know the guy who opens the door for us at the gas station, what he's going through. But we should honor his kindness with a thank you, sir, or thank you, ma'am, because they may have just lost somebody and needed to get a drink to get out of the situation. We don't know. But I think we need to try to find the good. Today I found good. Because we have each other. And you respected my needing calm and understanding that no, today can't be like a normal day. And you respected that. And I'm thankful for that. So yeah, tomorrow I don't know. Friday is going to be very emotional because that's the funeral, and I never know how that's going to go. It depends on my friend and her kids. So yeah, we can all be thankful for something. And we just need to think about that something to get us through today. The only way we can change a life is one step at a time. And you never know what one good deed for someone else could save their life. You don't know what their thought is. So maybe we need to be, every day, try to be a mental blessing to someone's life. Because you never know when someone's struggling. So that is my Mr. Rogers TED Talk. And who was it that always said, be good to yourself and everyone else? It was a game show, I think. Be good to yourself and each other. Who was that? No, that was Jerry Springer, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't that Jerry Springer? So, yeah. So, yep. And I'm sorry that I've not been able to do a lot of talking and stuff. I was so focused on trying to heal because I knew I was needed this week. And if you've ever had a best friend lose a parent, you understand where I'm at. And, boy, have we had some conversations. She did pick out jewelry for her mama. And I guess the underwear was okay. So, my friend's mama is going to be going out in style with some of my satin underwear. Go, mama, go. Yeah. And I will sit there and I will think about that when I'm in the funeral home, thinking, this woman is wearing my underwear. So when things get really, really bad and I'm like overloaded, I'm just going to sit there and rock to myself and think, I wonder if they had to cut the elastic. Oh. And my friend has got a sense of humor like me. Oh, yeah. She's wearing my knickers. My knickers. Yes, she is. And some of my jewelry. Yeah. So, yep. She is going. She is going in my knickers. I know. My friend would not be surprised if I started laughing. The problem is she'd probably start laughing too. She's already sent me I'll have to post it. A new business we could start. I'll have to put it because if I say it won't. There's no way I can say it online. Speaking, that's going to do it any justice. So after this, I'm going to go crawl back in bed because my feet are frozen bricks, and I'm going to post what she. And you're going to say, oh my goodness, you guys are twins. Yeah, we've known each other since 5th grade. So, oh yeah. But what's the funniest thing was, is I said, Philip, I need you to go see Aunt Holly. And he goes, okay, well, why? I was like, I need you to take this bag and Waylon's gift. I keep forgetting to get this baby his gift. I'm like, well, you just take the gift too. He's like, sure, okay, no problem. And he looked, he went, is that your underwear? It's like, Mama needs my underwear. So Philip had to deliver underwear. You never know. So somewhere out there. Just wait. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it with the funny. So now you guys can think until Saturday morning when I get back on Mara's Live. I will have a story to tell you, and I will know whether it fit without cutting the elastic or if they had to cut some of the elastic out. I will report back. I will report back. So let me turn this off, put my glasses on. So, and then so you guys can see everything. Oh, my nose. I started laughing. Oh, I started laughing and tearing up, and I got my nose running. Oh. Yes. So you can, there's the butterfly. So yes, you can tell everybody your sister will donate satin panties. So yeah. So yes. Okay. Bye everybody. I'm gonna that phone stay. I am gonna go warm myself up, crawl up into bed, and see what I'm gonna do about eating something. I'm hungry. So I love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Bye.